Okay, I wanted to touch base here. Look, the market's tanking. We all knew it was tanking, but we don't know. I mean, nobody knows when this is going to end, right? You see all these YouTube videos, people trying to predict when you're going to hit the bottom, when it's going to bounce, when it's going to finally go up. Nobody knows. None of these guys know. I don't care how many subscribers they have. I don't care how with it they seem. Nobody knows. Okay? There's too many factors here. You got what the whales are going to do. You got that Mount Gox guy out there. You have overall market sentiment right now is terrible. You have people on Reddit. I saw some frustrated guy saying he invested at the height of the FOMO back in December and January, and he's down by, a lot of money. And then he went on to call crypto a Ponzi scheme. I mean, it's not a Ponzi scheme. Just because you lost money doesn't mean it's a Ponzi scheme. That's so typical of people trying to blame everything but themselves. Look, if you didn't take your profits well before this happened, then you just have to hold. I mean, that's the bottom line. That's like that in the stock market too. All right? If you sell now, chances are you're going to sell at a loss. I mean, I didn't know this was going to happen this badly. I mean, if I knew this was going to happen this badly, I would have sold probably just about everything at the height and sometime in early to mid-January and been sitting here tethered up. But then again, Tether has had a lot of questions right now. So I might have been afraid to use Tether. Tether's still there and doing okay as far as it still exists. But, had I known all that, I would have done it. But I didn't. So you see a little like a pullback and you figure, oh, it's going to go back up. And we've had several of those. But, this is just, I mean, look at this. Bitcoin's below. It's Ethereum. That's what really gets me. Ethereum is below 500. I never thought I would see these numbers again for Ethereum. And who knows how low things are. It's just a slow bleed. I mean, look at Neo. Neo, 53. This coin was almost $200 recently. You know, my initial Neo batch I bought at around $5. So for the majority of my Neo, I'm actually still ahead of the game, but I don't want to sell at 53. I consider this a long-term hold. I believe in the project. So why would I sell now? I mean, I think it's eventually going to go back. Stellar, oddly, for the hour is technically up a little bit, but look at this, 17 cents, 16.9, 0.61, 1698, whatever. Good Monero, sub $200. Tron, less than 2.5. V-Chain, this one kills me too. This is one of my long-term holds. So I bought this at double what it is now. Where's Verge? I don't know why a lot of these are throwing question marks for the symbols. Something with the app. Look at Verge, 2.5. 2.5. So it's pretty bad right now. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts. So come on. This phone is so slow, it kills me. So anyway, so slow. I hate doing this on the phone, but sometimes I have no choice. I can't always pull out the computer. I don't always have the time. So here's the site, techbait.net. Use it. It's a resource. Techbait.net, simple URL to remember, to bookmark, to share with your friends. Here's the cryptocurrency area at the top. Peter Thiel is still saying Bitcoin will be the one online equivalent to gold. There's dozens of crypto investigations by the SEC. U.S. Trade regulator shuts down crypto investment scheme promoters. Those are the Ponzi's. Ethereum, as we know, everything's plummeting with Ethereum. So go in, You can see all these things, all these articles. They change as they're updated. As there's updates, it pulls the updates. So use techbait.net. It's a good resource. Look, this whole thing with where is it? Consensus event. Event NYC 2018. Okay, in one of my I mentioned a bunch of hedge fund meetings in mid-May in Europe and the U.S. There's also this thing coming up. Everybody's talking about this. Everybody's hoping this is going to be the kickoff, because last year in November, the kickoff to the big bull market FOMO was when this thing happened. So is this a CoinDesk event, actually? Unless CoinDesk is going to be there. I work in Manhattan, but it costs almost $2,000 to attend this thing. Plus, I have a job to be at. I would have to take vacation time to go there. But it's pretty cool. There's an Ethereal Summit, Building Blocks Hackathon, CoinCenter Dinners, Consensus 2018, Blockchain Job Fair. Listen, folks, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, nobody knows for sure what's going to happen. So I love it when these YouTubers make predictions and then you get people in the comments holding them to those predictions. But you said this. Look, you shouldn't be looking to YouTubers for crystal ball answers, because nobody really knows. It's all conjecture. Okay, be a real person and try to understand that none of these people are psychic. Nobody really knows what's happened. It's just opinion. Opinion based on things they read, things they know, people they talk to, things they hear. It's most of the time educated opinion. Sometimes it's not. A lot of these guys just do their little clickbait titles and they just throw a bunch of crap in there saying, this is going to moon, that's going to moon. It's just to get views. Some of these guys don't even know how their channels are so big. I'm an honest person, and I get barely any views and I have barely any subscribers. So, but I'm just going to keep doing it in the hopes that my channel's going to grow. So please like and subscribe if you can. It costs you nothing to do so. But this consensus thing, look, I've been in the technology industry for over 20 years. Honestly, I should be a Bitcoin whale, and I'm not, for several reasons. One is that I knew all about Bitcoin a long time ago. On one hand, I couldn't see the real use case as far as it being digital money, a replacement for regular money, because most places didn't accept it as that. And the other thing was I had a lot of things going on in my personal life during the creation and initial mining and all that with Bitcoin, so I couldn't donate the time to it. I had a lot of things going on in my life. So, and mind you, I'm a guy who used to do setting at home, folding at home. I used to have computers doing all kinds of stuff, so it wouldn't have not been a big deal to do some mining and get a bunch of Bitcoin for almost nothing. Oh, how terrible it is to think back and think what could have been. But hey, what are you going to do? So I technically got into this game late, like a lot of you, and we're hoping for the best. And I got in a little earlier than a lot of the people I'm seeing right now on Reddit who were, got in at the height, the FOMO. I got in at a point where I was still able to multiply my initial investment and get a lot of coins. But, my dollar value was down a lot. So I'm waiting as well. I needed to go up as well. I have plans for my portfolio. So this consensus thing, this really could be something big, but nobody knows for sure. And it doesn't mean that on May 14th, that week, if you don't see a new FOMO run, that everything's a failure. Okay, stop being big babies out there. There's so many big babies out there. That's like some of these comments are like childish, like children, I want my bottle now. Cut it out, You got to be patient. Markets don't work like that, With all the sentiment right now, it may take a while to reverse this. It may take a few things. But then again, maybe some big institutional money comes in, pumps a few billion into the market, and all of a sudden we're on a run. It could happen that way. So what I'm saying is just be ready. Be ready. And enjoy these sale prices now. Because in a few months, you may wish you got in now. Instead of sitting here wringing your thumbs, for hands and twiddling your thumbs and saying, "Oh God, it's over." I see these comments. It's over. I can't. These people. It's hard to take them. You can't take them seriously. So honestly, this consensus thing could be a big thing coming up. And there's a lot of Wall Street people out there calling this a new asset class now. They've finally come around to say publicly on these news programs like CNBC and whatever that crypto is a new asset class. And they like this asset class. It's another place to put money other than stocks, bonds, real estate, precious metals. Okay? And it works differently. So I don't do pumps. I just subscribe to these pump groups. So anyway, that's a terrible thing on a phone. All these notifications come through while you're recording. So this consensus thing could be a big thing. It could be a big thing. Let's hope it is. There's a lot of industry people obviously going to be there. There's financial people going to be there. There's probably a lot of YouTubers going to be there, right? I wish I could be there, but oh well. But take it from a technology industry person like myself. This kind of stuff is big because this is where all the minds get together and they gather and deals are made. And this is where opinions of people that matter are formed. The opinions of people that matter. They see this, they buy into it, okay? And I'm telling you right now, people like Novogratz, he's a billionaire, and he's a big believer in crypto. Thiel, whatever. These people aren't stupid. They know that this thing is big. Crypto is not going anywhere. It's just going to get big. We're only in the beginning. This is the next tech boom, people. Okay? We had a little taste of it a few months ago. Now things are pulling back. It's going to launch again. It's just a matter of when. So just try to be patient. Okay? If you have a lot of coins and they're down, honestly, you're either going to sell at a loss, which I think is stupid, or you're going to hold until they go back up. You don't really have a choice. So it stinks waiting. The waiting is the hardest part, as the Tom Petty song goes. But, hey, what are you going to do? So, anyway, I'm just trying to be honest here and say it as I believe it, and this is it. So you got a lot of Wall Street going to be there. City. I hear now New York City wants to be a hub of blockchain. This is big, folks. This is big. And I know they got the whole bit license thing, but maybe they'll change that or whittle it down. If they know they want to be the center of blockchain, they know they're going to have to make their laws a little more amenable. So let's see how these things develop. This is exciting. This is exciting times. New York City is the hub of so much financial, especially. To have that as a blockchain, and you got like some of these blockchain startups are over in Brooklyn. Brooklyn is like this big gentrified area. Novogratz was over there. He wanted to invest in something over there, and eventually he didn't invest in it, but he was that's what got him into this stuff. He was like so impressed by these young tech professionals who are in the blockchain sphere. This is like Silicon Valley all over again in a way. So be positive, all right? Now I don't know how I'm going to end this recording. This stupid app I have. Am I going to be able to end it? Okay, bye.